Hello, this is Tom from Game Farmer, and today I will be recapping everything that happened at E3 yesterday. So it was a very big day for E3 actually. We had both the EA and the Bethesda conferences. The EA one started at 9 PM and the Bethesda one started at 3 AM. As such, I am quite tired now, as I stayed up for both. So, let's start with EA, because that happened first. So first of all, we got to see our first glimpse of Titanfall. I will link all of the trailers for all the games that have been announced down below, so you can have a look at them at your own pleasure. But yeah, we got to see the first glimpse of the multiplayer and offline modes in Titanfall 2, and they look amazing. Like the graphics on it looks so good. I'm so looking forward to it. We have also been announced that there'll be 6 new Titans arriving in the game. No real details on what they are yet, but we will see. And we have a new trailer, obviously, so I'll link down below. Unfortunately, the Titanfall 2 stuff got leaked in the morning, so we didn't really get that as a surprise. Yeah, and then Madden 17 got a new trailer as well. Looks pretty solid for a Madden game. If you're into American football, it's obviously for you. We did get some info that there will be new features in the career mode, so keep yourself peeled for that, because obviously all you Madden fans will want that. And EA seems to put a very big focus on esports this time. So they're having a new championship, like an elite championship, which will support esports players. And there's going to be a massive $1 million prize fund. So that's quite big. We also got a first trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda. Not much real info, but the trailer looks amazing. Like, it looks graphically so good. And we also had the announcement that all of the EA games will be getting more updates than ever, just to keep your game up to date, new game modes, stuff like that. It's quite good. And then we had a really nice charity event in there. EA are now setting up a new initiative called the Play to Give. It's going to support the charities He for She, National Centre for Women's Technology, Code.org, Special Effect, and Code 2040. And essentially, first off, they're going to donate $1 million to them, which is very nice of them. And then all of their new games that are coming out will have like challenge modes in them, where if you complete the challenge, you'll be also donating to charity. It's a really nice concept and a really good way to help charities, especially those three. I know in store we support Special Effect quite a lot. Last year we did this year we did the Game Blast that supported Special Effects, so a charity that's quite close to game as well. Another one that I was waiting for personally, we got the FIFA 17 announcement, and oh boy does that look good. So we've got a new game mode in the game. It's called The Journey, and essentially you are Alex Hunter and you are following his progress, and it looks amazing. In the trailer so you'd be working with agents, you'd be signing for different clubs, you'd be actually talking to the manager. It looks like an actual game mode, like a real playthrough of being a footballer, which is something that has never really happened before, and it gives it a really good amount of realism in the game. Also, the gameplay is going to be overhauled, so I don't know if you guys know this, but a majority of the EA games this year are going to be on Frostbite, which is a brand new platform. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the gameplay is any better or worse than FIFA 16. And finally, we've got managers in the game. How long have we been crying out for that? We got to see Jurgen Klopp. Also some other managers like Guardiola, Mourinho. Don't really care about them, to be honest, just Klopp. Klopp's the one that you want to be looking out for. So, and then we got onto EA Originals, which is another new scheme that they've got, which is going to be helping young developers and small development firms to kind of get their games bigger and help them to kind of fund them and experience that they need. And they showed off a game called FE, which I've got to say looked like one of the best kind of new storytelling games that I've seen. It looks a bit like the kind of Unraveled aspect. So you're abandoned in the forest and you can't say words. You literally just communicate by music, and there was some weird enemies in there that you don't know anything about really. It just looks like a really fun looking game, like a really good indie game. And now, on something that I know a lot of people really care about, Star Wars. So, 2017 we'll be getting a new Star Wars Battlefront, which will follow the progress of the new films as well. Looked very good. And then in 2018 we get a brand new game, so it's one that's never been seen before. So the developers worked in partnership with Lucasfilms, and they came up with a brand new storyline with brand new characters, and it looks like something that is going to be really fun. So it's going to be completely new, never before seen. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's definitely worth looking out for. And also in their trailer, we also saw a tiny second of VR. I personally cannot wait for Star Wars VR. It's going to be insane. And then last but not least, they showed off Battlefield 1. So, ultimate vehicles are going to be a huge part of the game. So you're going to be able to fly blimps, planes, tanks, you name it. We then had a 1 hour live stream following the announcement that was 32 players versus 32 players, so a 64 player map. There's some really weird celebrities in there. Not 100% sure why. Zac Efron was there, Snoop Dogg was there. Don't know why. Oh well. And then, this is something that will mean that you'll cancel all of your plans this summer. They'll be having an open beta. Why did they not announce this before holidays were done? Yeah, so that is essentially everything that EA announced. Now let's move on to Bethesda. This one, we had live tweeting from both, but the 3 AM one was a little bit more sparse because I had just woken up again after being asleep for 2 hours, so that was quite fun. So, we had a new announcement of an installment of Quake, which is the very popular game from about 20 years ago. Still a huge esport presence apparently. There's like QuakesCon that happens every year, that's happening in August. But yeah, so we're getting a new game called Quake Champions. It's only available on PC. Not really that much got announced. We did get to see a trailer, but apart from that, not really that much. But we will be getting more info at QuakesCon in August, so just keep peeled for that. And now let's get on to the Fallout 4 stuff. So, first off, PS4 will be getting the mods just like Xbox does. Great improvement, because I'm personally on PS4 and I have not been able to use any of the mods. We will also be getting 3 new pieces of DLC called Contraptions, Vault Tech, and Nuke Cola. Contraptions comes out next Tuesday, and it's going to be a huge new expansion. So this one is going to be able to let you create vaults. They were talking about like pulleys and conveyor belts. It looked really nice. So, Elder Scrolls. Wasn't really expecting that big of an Elder Scrolls presence this year, but there was. So, we're getting a new DLC for Elder Scrolls for consoles called Dark Brotherhood. I believe it's already available on PC, but I'm not 100% sure on that. The trailer for it looked incredible. It's going to be a massive DLC, gives you loads of extra content in the game. On top of that, there's a new game mode called One Tamriel. So essentially they're going to be getting rid of the levels, so you'll be able to go any part of the game from the beginning, which is just going to let you open up the game a bit more straight from the start, instead of having to kind of progress to get to different areas, something that I'm really looking forward to personally. And we also got a sneak preview of Elder Scrolls Legends, which is their new card game that's going to be based in Tamriel. Not that much announcement, not that much that has been announced. We did get to see a tiny bit of trailer, and we also got the info on the closed beta that you can apply for on their website. It's going to be very selective though, because a lot of people are going to want to playing it, obviously. But yeah, and that is going to have a storyline to it, which is a bit different from kind of Hearthstone, which I think is what they're trying to go for. But it'll be really interesting to see what they do with it. We also got a brand new game from Arcane Studios called Prey, which is set up in 2032, and it's essentially like aliens are aboard your spaceship, and you've just got to do whatever you can to survive. The gameplay looks really nice. There was a shot that they kept repeating of him like touching his eye, and it was all red, and him getting coffee. The graphics looks really nice. Not 100% sure on the gameplay yet. I will have to see more to kind of get a real gauge of it. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for it. Then we have Skyrim. So, all the Skyrim fans can rejoice because we have finally getting it on PS4 and Xbox One. So there's a limited edition coming out, which they released a trailer for as well. The graphics on it looked... it looks so good. I really cannot wait to have a look at that. But not really that much else was announced. It just kind of shows some gameplay going through. The graphics definitely seem to have improved. Yeah, looks really nice. And then Doom. So, Doom will be getting 2 new game modes very soon. I haven't really been in... They did announce what they were. I forgot to write it down. Bad on me. I will link the trailer in though, so you will be able to have a look at it. As well as that, you'll be getting the new DLC for Season Pass customers next week. So, you'll be getting a load of extra content. And also, what Bethesda have done is for this month, you'll be able to get the first level of Doom free if you haven't played it yet. So if you're on the fence about it, go and download it, play the first level. When you love it, come pick it up from us. Right, and then their big announcement was Dishonored 2. So it's set 15 years after the first one, where Emily is now the new leader of the place. In the game, you can either play as Emily or Carvo. It's going to have unscripted missions and multiple ways to complete the missions, which is something that is a breath of fresh air because no one really likes to be stuck to have to do one kind of mission. The graphics on the trailer and the gameplay looked absolutely stunning. Like, I can't even describe it. It looked like a cinematic film, but it wasn't. And we got the announcement that they're going to have a brand new collector's edition for it. So in the collector's edition, you'll be getting Carvo's mask, Emily's ring, the Imperial Assassin's pack, steel tin, and a digital copy of the definitive edition. So you'll be able to go back and play all of the previous game before you start the new one, which is quite a nice touch by Bethesda actually. And the thing that got me really excited about Bethesda's pitch was Bethesda VR. So, 2017, we will be getting Fallout 4 and Doom on the HTC Vive. Now, you cannot understand how exciting that is. You'll be able to be in some of the best games of the year. Oh, how exciting is that? Yeah. But yeah, essentially, that is all of the news that came out of the E3 yesterday. We'll be doing another recap video tomorrow, so you get all of today's as well. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about any of this, leave it in the comments or come in store and we'll answer any questions you have. So thank you and see you later. Bye.